Morning. Good morning. Good morning. 250 Gemstones Culture Channel. This is a channel that represents a nation of people that strive for excellence and greatness every single day. I got another bomb episode for y'all. But before I begin, y'all hit that like button, subscribe button, that share button. Pass me around. Facebook, Instagram, and all other social media platforms. And y'all know how I feel about my chizzing. If you guys like to support the channel, Cash App, $ Mikey US. Very, very grateful. Expanding this channel, growing this channel. Also, check out my Spotify podcast at 250 Gemstones Culture Podcast. Link is in the description. Y'all stay and watch the whole video. We need to talk. Ooh, I feel good this morning. And I figure out why I got sick. I need to stop sleeping without my goddamn shirt. Oh, members, I got a video for y'all today too. I'm getting all my stories together because these two niggas, Fani, Willis, and Eric Adams, are the worst of the worst. If you ever want to see a nigga and a niggette, there you have it. Michael T. Porter music, y'all check that out. Michael T. Porter skits and stories, y'all also check that out. What else we got? Tell somebody about the channel. Don't be afraid to sign up for the membership because I got exclusive videos just for my members. Shout out to the members. Shout out to everyone that have been supporting me since day one. Shout out to the newbies. Let me show y'all some love. We got to get this membership. I want somebody in my membership. Somebody join me. Somebody join me. Always got to show y'all some love. Boom. Where's my 100? Where's my hearts? Where's some? We got to keep it smiling because this is a messed up world we live in. Shout out New York. Shout out Georgia. Take care of some business real quick. What else I got? Y'all, tell the world about the channel, 250 Sons Culture. For all music content, my music, all music journalism, lyric reactions, all that good stuff, all things music related. Check out Michael T. Porter Music. All things have to do with storytelling and acting. Michael T. Porter Skits and Stories. Let's get this show on the road. I feel like I'm forgetting something. I woke up good, got me some good rest. I got to put my shirt on when I go to sleep. I was like, damn, I was feeling good yesterday. I woke up. I don't know when I get out the shower. I don't know why. That just feels too sexy. I don't know. Got my hot chocolate. Who gonna start? Let's start with Fani Willis. Let's start with her raggedy ass first. Can we start with Fani Willis? Oh, Fani. Let's see. After all her corruptions, according to FoxNews.com. Well, let me play her corruption first. After all her corruptions, she has a nerve to go to church to look for support in the black church. Look at this heifer here. Ooh, I never seen somebody so trifling. She nasty too. Oh, she low thought. Atlanta is off the chain. Georgia is off the chain. Let's run this back. Oh, she thotting it up on the tax dollars dime.
Stan Brody told me that he hosted Fani Willis and Nathan Wade at Acumen Wines back in 2023 when they both visited this winery in Napa Valley, California. And he distinctly remembers the moment the bill came because it was about $400 and Fani Willis told him that she was going to pay cash, which struck him as odd given the amount. But take a listen to what he told me about his recollection of their visit to this winery and the moment where Fani Willis foot the bill.
I ran up the thing and I showed her, I was expecting a credit card, quite frankly. And she said, I'll pay cash. And so that was that. So then I just put the cash in, made change for her. And she was very generous to me.
So why does this matter, right? In the hearing last week, we saw defense attorneys really push Willis on her use of cash because they're trying to establish that she and Nathan Wade had an improper relationship and that she benefited financially from that relationship in the form of him paying for these trips, including trips to Napa Valley, California. We now know at least one instance when she paid for Nathan Wade to visit this winery. But take a listen to what Fani Willis testified to last week when she was pushed on her use of cash and the questions around that.
And what did you pay for on that trip? I gave him much less cash that time, probably $400 or $500, and then I paid for a bunch of stuff. I think we did 2 different wine tours that you do, which are pretty expensive. I think I bought him.
She's so nonchalant.
Wine. I don't really like wine, to be honest with you. I like Grey Goose. When I travel, I always take cash.
Ooh, she's so nonchalant with it. So after she been splurging, so some of the trips he paying, how is he getting the money? He's a special prosecutor. She specifically got him word on the street. She making a block out. Bam, 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 bam. Shout out Fani Willis for making the block hot with your little fast ass, and spending the cash even faster. Fast ass and fast cash. After all her scandals, look what this heifer does. She goes to the black church and started quoting some scriptures of the Bible. What I find funny about these damn politicians, they always trying to use the Lord only when they get in the jam, only when they back is against the wall. That's when they trying to find God. But none of the people about godly. None of these people that put in position are here to help the American people, especially black people. So it amazes me how people just use God, just the name. They just want to use God's name. The way they toy with God, the way they make a mockery of God, especially committing all the crimes they've been committing. But if the American people commit these very same crimes, our ass is going to jail. America, your ass is going to jail. Out of there. Out of there. This is according to FoxNews.com. Fani Willis gets achievement award at church, cites weapons, Bible verses, and new video. Let's see what this heifer has to say. I'm going to do a little bit of reading. Then we're going to jump on Eric Adams. And then we're going to put these two buffoons together.
Hey guys, we are giving out a ton of these DeWalt samples today. Just fill out our quick 2-minute survey.
Let's see. They in the church acting a fool. That's one thing black folk gonna do is act a fool in church. Hold on, y'all. What's going on here? Oh, I think I hit the ad too early. Hold on, let me refresh. Because I'm just dying to know. Let me let the ad play. Do I need to let the ad play? Oh, come on, y'all. Skip ad.
The scripture they keep sending me is, "No weapon formed against you shall prosper." I need y'all to hear me, though.
Look at this heifer.
They did not say the weapons will not form. And that's the part I didn't hear until recently.
Look at playing the victim.
Just because they won't prosper, it doesn't mean that they won't form. Even if you feel like everything you are doing in your life is the right thing, and you're making mistakes all along the way, but you're trying.
We're not allowed to make mistakes.
You should not think that those weapons. And so my only request from this family today is, this is a really hard job I'm trying to do.
Oh, here we go.
And
Victim.
I am an imperfect human being. But I can literally feel the people who loves me's prayers. Let me tell you something that I've learned very, very recently, because you may need this lesson as well.
Not just trying to give us a lesson.
You know, people keep sending me scriptures, and I appreciate those scriptures, but different people from all different walks of life keep sending me this one scripture, and I don't think I ever really heard it till maybe 2 days ago.
She said she haven't heard the scripture from 2 days ago, which means she has no idea. She just ratted on herself. She has no idea what the Bible consists of. She said people are sending her verses because she don't know what the Bible entails, because she don't read the Bible. She can care less about God, Christ, and the Holy Spirit. I ain't perfect, but I just know I'm probably a little bit better than that. I don't have millions of people's lives in my hand, and that's the difference. This article is written by Brianna Hirahi. She must be white. In battle, Georgia prosecutor Fani Willis spoke at church service Saturday, insinuating she finds solace in biblical scripture following her contentious testimony during a court hearing last week regarding allegations she had an improper affair with a colleague. He was a married man. Now, they're having church on Saturday now in the Black community. And one thing about Black, most Black people don't really care about God. They just hop on whatever's trendy. It's trendy to have church on Saturday. Black people and most people, they're always looking for something, what's new, what's hip. That's why Black people are always trying to put hip hop in church. That's why Black people, we ain't got to go to church Sunday. Let's go to church on Saturday. Sunday always worked out because most Black folk, not done it myself, I committed my crimes. You have fun all Saturday night acting a fool, then you're trying to get sanctified on Sunday, right? So Sunday worked best, especially for the younger folk acting a fool. But they really don't care about the Sabbath. They really don't care about, because every day you're supposed to be holy. But I just noticed that they said Saturday. Now all the Blacks are going on Saturday, which they really don't care about what day. It's all about what's popular. Willis, the district attorney for Fulton County, who brought a slew of charges against former President Donald Trump and 18 co-defendants related to alleged 2020 election interference, received a Black History Achievement Award from Barron Seventh-day Adventist Church in Atlanta on Saturday. Willis said in her remarks that supporters have sent her an Old Testament reference, reads, "No weapon formed against you shall prosper." Pretty much what she said in the video. They did not say the weapons will not form. She's trying to get smart with us. But let's get back to these crimes. I didn't hear until recently. Just because they won't prosper, it doesn't mean they won't form. And here she's playing the victim. Where did you get the money? Notice how she ain't talking about where she's getting this money that she spent on this married man. This special attorney is laying down the pipe on Fani Willis. He's married. They're spending taxpayers' money. They're stealing. They're into adultery. And then they have the nerve to run to the church and play the victim. Even if you feel like everything you're doing and you're like, oh, that's what she said in the video. Let's get to these crimes. Hold on. Willis was largely combative in her testimony and verbally sparred with lawyers for hours. At one point, the judge threatened to strike her testimony. She also raised eyebrows for appearing to be wearing her dress backwards. She came to her hearing with her dress backwards. Now, it said appeared. Now, a lot of people are speculating that her and that special prosecutor were getting it on right before. Like, if you have good wood and you giving it to a woman, she'll let you pipe her up anywhere. If you have good wood, a woman will let you pipe her up anywhere. So I think people are alluding to that she got piped up by this married man, this special prosecutor that she hired and went on trips with right before her testimony. Let me see. Willis called the allegations against her dishonest and extremely offensive. At one point, Willis held up a printed copy of the allegations against her in both hands and turned to the judge yelling, "This is a lie." Now she acting a fool in the court. She acting a fool up in church. This is a lie. This is a lie. Look at these allegations. This is a lie. Nah, Trick, you the lie. You the skank. You sleeping with that married man. Y'all going on trips, spending American people money. It's time to get the RICO going. Get that RICO started on the judges, the police, whoever was involved. The RICO's supposed to work. Whoever involved, racketeering, incorporated, corrupt organization, who's ever involved, even if you didn't actually do it, the RICO's supposed to catch everybody, shake everybody up to get to where they need to get to, but the RICO's supposed to drain everybody. It's supposed to lock up everybody that's involved. It was particularly aimed at the organized crime, the mobs, Russian mafia, Italian mafia, Irish mafia, and the Mexican mafia. Then it trickled down to the gangs on the street corner. It trickled down, everybody getting their ass locked up. That's why they're building more prisons. Get Fani Willis, get Adams, get Biden, get all these bastards. Red and blue, I don't give a damn. Lock all their asses up. Get that RICO started. Willis' testimony and that of her ex-lover, Wade, contradict testimony of a former good friend and colleague who told the judge in court that she had no doubt Willis and Wade's relationship started prior to Wade's hiring. Yeah. Her ex-lover, they were knocking boots. On Saturday, Willis was also gifted a book series called Conflict of the Ages, written by the church's founder, which chronicles the struggle between Satan and Jesus. This is a really hard job I'm trying to do. This is Fani Willis with her sad ass story. I don't care about you. My job is hard too. I gotta put in hours and hours to bring these beautiful people great content. I'm kicking off the revolution every goddamn day. I'm singing, I'm acting, I do it all. It's a very hard job. You don't see me out here. This is a really hard job I'm trying to do. And I am an imperfect human being. You got that right. Now we're getting some honesty up in here. Fani Willis is saying I am imperfect. I will go as far as saying trash, but I'm an imperfect human being, but I can literally feel the people who love me prayers. So she says she's feeling the love for the people who love her, and she's feeling the hate from the people that hate her. I don't hate Fani Willis. I don't even know Fani Willis. I'm just going off. She represents the corruption in this damn country because, if me and my niggas want to go sell a pound of that gas, that kush, you are out of here. Especially in Texas, you are out of here. But people can walk over the border illegally and get housing, and I'm struggling, and I'm trying to figure out how am I going to feed myself and my family? Jobs ain't paying shit. Lock all their asses. So let's get to Mayor Adams. Let's get to his stinking ass. Let's see. Oh, you saying that because you don't like black people? No, I love all people. I don't see nothing wrong with black people putting their needs first. What I mean by black people putting themselves first, meaning we're in competition with other races, but we're not going to demean other races. We're just going to put ourselves first, meaning we're not going to take anything less than minimal. We're not going to take anything less than the best. We're not going to take anything less than the best because no other culture will say, you know what, I'm going to put myself on the back burner. We're not going to put ourselves on the back burner. We are not going to take anything that's less than the best. And Fani is less than the best. And I don't think black people deserve that crap. These trashy ass politicians. Economically, educationally, when it pertains to military, everything about black folks should be the best. And we shouldn't get shamed. Every other culture put their culture first. But in America, a black man is not allowed to put himself first. He's called racist. A lot of people are offended when black men act like men. When black men acting like thugs and niggas, the world, good, because eventually they'll be in the dirt or eventually they'll be locked up. When black men start acting like black men, logical, calculated, putting their best foot forward, acting like kings, acting like conquerors, acting like leaders, now the world's shaking up. Now the world's shaking up. Let's get to Mayor. This according to dailymail.co.uk. Migrant family of 4 could get $15,200 a year of taxpayer cash under NYC Mayor Eric Adams' debit card scheme. Look at this nigga. A family of migrants with 2 children under the age of 17 could be given up to $15,200 a year under New York City Mayor Eric Adams' $53 million debit card scheme. The immediate response card initiative will see the city partner with the New Jersey Bank Mobility Capital Finance to give prepaid cards to new arrivals to allow them to buy food, baby supplies, instead of the current food services and shelters. They're saying that the shelters are not good enough for these people. They need better. That's what I'm saying. Black people just shouldn't accept nothing less than the best, because they saying the shelters weren't good enough for these people. They need more. Under the scheme, a single migrant could be given $345 a month, while a family of 8 could be given $200 a month, according to a New York cost breakdown seen in the New York Post. Likewise, a family of 3 could receive $932 a month, and a family of 4 could be given $1,195 per month to spend on food at local grocery stores, supermarkets, and bodegas. A start date for the scheme has not been set, but the pilot will include 500 families at the Roosevelt Hotel and could eventually include up to 6,500 families, with officials saying it will save $600,000 per month and $7.2 million annually. So how the hell are we saving? How the hell are we saving $600,000? Oh, because the hotel, but we still spending though. Woe Coxum is the founder and CEO of Mobility Capital Finance, which has partnered with the city to provide the scheme. You got so it was a black person doing this. And look at this nigga. This is the nigga that's partnering up with Eric Adams. A black man doing his own people dirty. They putting these people in our neighborhoods, and it's a black man, the CEO of the Mobility Capital Finance, working with another black man, Eric Adams, the mayor of New York, to destroy black people. Get these niggas up out of here. Get these niggas up out of here. Elon Musk was not convinced, sharing a news article about the scheme on X with caption, "Wow, the allowances are increased for those with young children. A family with a child under 5 is given $100 more a month, or $36 for a child between 5 and 17. Meanwhile, a pregnant asylum seeker can also receive an extra $36 a month on the prepaid cards." Following backlash earlier this month, Adams defended the scheme, explaining that at present, each migrant meal costs $11, so feeding a family of 4 a day could cost up to $132. Well, they shouldn't have been here. Not only will this provide families with the ability to purchase fresh food for the culturally relevant diets and the baby supplies of their choosing, now they're allowing people to eat good food. They want these people to eat good, while American people eating all this processed crap. They want these migrants to eat good, illegal aliens to eat good. But the pilot program is expected to save New York City more than $600,000 per month, or $7.2 million annually. How? We still spending it. The mayor added that the program, which is being rolled out with 500 migrant families currently residing in the Roosevelt Hotel in Manhattan, will avoid food waste. None about this nigga is making sense. Who's paying for the prepaid? Additionally, Adams argues that the funds will be pumped back into the local NYC economy. Migrants, again, theoretically, will be able to use the card in local bodegas, delis, and grocery stores. So pretty much reiterating. So they're giving these people prepaid cards so they can spend, because every time they spend, that boosts the New York economy. Here's the thing. The prepaid card has to be loaded. Who is loading the damn card? The taxpayer. The taxpayers are paying for these people. So it really didn't, it's just stagnant. I wish I can get a prepaid card. Where's my prepaid? Where's my prepaid? Notice how when American people ask for something, we're lazy, because this is the land of opportunity. American people, this is the land of opportunity. And if you start that begging, you're just a lazy person. You're irresponsible. Stop having children that you cannot afford. Meanwhile, this nigga Eric Adams and the CEO of Mobility Finance, let me get this nigga's name. Woe Coxum and Eric Adams, these two niggas making our lives a living hell. And I'm not even from New York. Shout out New York. Shout out New York. Hassan Campbell got up there hooping and hollering, talking about the police. I heard there's New York has more police than any other city in the United States. But they're allowing, because there's always, if New York has so many police, why is there so much chaos in New York? Because they said, because the police are told, don't you touch them illegal aliens, don't you touch them migrants, don't you touch them asylum seekers, because we need them healthy, we need them working, and we need them their votes. Don't you lay a hair. But the migrants are getting so out of control, the police had no choice but to put boots in their ass. You saw what that boy did to that officer. He shot that store clerk, that shoe store clerk. He missed her and hit an innocent bystander, and then he busting at the police. Police are okay. We can't have all that. We're gonna make an example. They busted that. So that 15-year-old, free food, free housing, and most Americans are struggling to pay rent. These people are getting free food, free housing, clothes, looking good. Americans are thrown out in the streets. Boop, boop, boop. Eviction. Either you're going to go on the streets or move back in with your parents. How degrading, how feeling at your low, 25, 35, 45, contemplating homelessness or move back in my, can I move back in my parents? I'm 40 something years, I'm 35 years old, I'm 25 years old. Dang, I gotta move back in with my parents. They're accustomed to piling up 50 people to one bedroom. We can't live like that. That's what I'm saying. American people should have to lower their standards because you brought these people over here. That nigga Eric Adams, that's what I'm saying. There's no way you get to that level unless you absolutely corrupt. There's no way you don't get to that level unless you absolutely corrupt. Then I heard New York City didn't have a lot of good leaders. We're living in the times now, America, we are running out of great leaders. We are running out of people that's willing to stand up for what's right, willing to stand up for the American people. What I've noticed, if you love America, you're a target, because it looks like we're headed toward globalism, one world government. This country wastes billions, trillions of dollars, and Americans laid out in the street. Americans are struggling. Debt, credit card debt through the roof. We are trying to do the right thing. And every time the American people try to do the right thing, we get boots in our asses. Feeding people who ain't supposed to be here, you won't even feed American people. This heifer, Fani Willis, is sleeping with everybody in the courtroom and then runs to the church and plays the victim. These two niggas are the worst. And Woe Coxum. Is that Wole? He looks African. Which are Wole? I think he's African. Did that nigga look African to y'all? He looks African. This black man looks African. Got them dark beady eyes. All three of these niggas need to go. Our own people, so it's our own people doing it to us. Immigration is big money. Immigration, wars, all this stuff is big money. But running a good business is big money. Paying our teachers is good money. If you pay the teachers right, there'll be more teachers willing to step up. Most women would love to be teachers. They're just not paying. You can literally go work yourself up if you committed and show that you really want the position in a company. Say you go to Chick-fil-A. You just vibe and say you're a woman. You start off at 15. It ain't too bad. 15. But here's the thing. 15 times 4, that's about 600 a week. You can be a shift manager, perhaps even a store manager. Let's say you're a shift manager making 18. And all you're doing is make sure the restaurant clean and the customers are happy. You're not in debt. Because to become a teacher, you got to take a lot of schooling. And then you have to get tested. Once you get hired as a teacher, you got to keep taking all these tests. I was never for taking all these tests. The woman or man who's a teacher, they already have proven they're competent when they went to a 4-year college. Why do they have to keep taking tests? They already got themselves in an immense amounts of student loans. Why do teachers have to keep taking freaking tests when they already showed they're competent through their college accomplishments? They've already showed they're competent through their college accomplishments. They already had the GPA. They got a 3.0, 3.5. They already have their bachelor's degree. Some of them got their master's degree. Some instructors, professors got their PhDs. Why do the schools continue to test our instructors and teachers? They already showed that they're competent. Well, we're coming out with new stuff. Here's the thing, stop coming out with new stuff. Because it's obvious the kids are getting dumber. You keep coming up with new stuff, but the little babies are getting dumber. Make it make sense. Stop coming out with new stuff. I'm so sick of these people. The reason I come from the hood, I come from poverty. This is where you guys say, oh. So maybe you can understand me a little bit better. I've seen how they ain't giving black communities nothing, poor communities nothing. We are on our own. We are on our own. So that's how I approach life. I'm on my own. That's how I approach life. I am on my own. We are on our own, poor folk. They don't want to take care of our teachers. They don't want to take care of our bus drivers. They don't want to take care of nothing. They don't want to take care of our borders. They don't want to take care of our military. Just a whole bunch of trash. And these people's pockets are getting fatter and fatter and fatter. But it's cool when they do it. They get mad when King Michael do. They get mad when I'm trying to hustle, nigga. You see me? I'm all up in there. I'm trying to get this goddamn money. I gotta get the bag. There's no pension and 401k. Now word got out 401k. She said that's if it's there, because you got to remember it's still a investment. It's a risk. 401k is a risk. I never looked at 401k as a risk. Well, I'm looking at it. Well, we're investing in 401k. The money's gonna be there. It's like, and only if the company is still around. The companies have to do well. The companies start tanking, then your money that you put into the 401k start tanking too. Even though the company is contributing, they're matching. The company has to perform well. That's why it's a risk. They have to perform well. Ooh, Lord, get these niggas up out of office. We are running out of leaders. God bless America. God bless the world. God bless New York City. I always wanted to sing at the Apollo. I always wanted to sing at the Apollo or perform, rap, sing. I always wanted to make a name. I always wanted my billboard in Manhattan. I want my name on the billboard. That's how you know you made it. I always wanted my name on the billboards in Manhattan. All those Megatrons, I want my name up there. This is New York, baby. This is New York. Georgia. I've never been to Georgia either. And when I get to Georgia, I want to see Fani Willis, thought ass, or 304 ass out there. I want to see Georgia. I heard Georgia got some good food. I heard Georgia got beautiful landscapes. There's money out there. Georgia and New York, what the hell is going on? What the hell's going on out there in New York? This is the Big Apple, the largest city in America, being trashed. Hassan Campbell say, get out. Hassan Campbell love New York. Everybody's saying, get out. People are fleeing. Here, migrants are coming. The American people are forced to flee. Make that make sense. These people are so corrupt. I'm perfectly fine with them being corrupt. Don't get mad at the American people when we are corrupt and we're hustling. Make that make sense. We're struggling, trying to pay bills. We selling weed. We selling what we need to sell. And we're going to the big house. These mofos stealing billions, millions, if not trillions of dollars of our taxpayers' dollars, and they get off scot-free. Nobody's been over. Trump ain't going to jail. Biden ain't going to jail. They can't go to jail because it goes against the code. It goes against the established order. If you part of the system, for the most part, you're not going to go to jail. Now, they have been locking up a few people, but in today's time, I haven't seen a lot of people get locked up. I haven't seen a lot of politicians get locked up. I'm sick of these bastards. They're making it harder and harder for America to survive. If you love America, and if you're a man and if you love God, if you love God and you love America, and you have manly principles, I'm talking about for the men right now. I'm talking to the men, fellas. If you align with God and you love this country, most of us never even been outside. I've never been outside of America. This is all I know. So, I'm kind of forced to love her. I'm kind of forced to love America. I'm forced. Is all I know. I haven't been to El Perú. I haven't been to Mexico. It's America. If you love God, you love America, you are a problem. If you believe in a strong household, if you believe in ruling over a woman and guiding her and loving her, and she's under your authority to a degree, it's a partnership. Men and women got to work together. But if you have these principles, leadership, they don't want strong leaders. Look what they're doing to our boys in this country. When last time you seen America really invest in American men? I'll wait. When the last time y'all seen America invest in the American men? I'm talking about all men, black, white. Out here in Dallas, there's a lot of homeless white folks. Out here in Dallas, there's a lot of homeless Latinos. There's a lot of homeless black folk. But I don't see homeless Asians. I don't see homeless Indians. Downtown Dallas, there's a lot of homeless blacks. A lot of homeless blacks. Dallas is building, but they build like around that, like the actual inner city Dallas, East Dallas, North Dallas, South Dallas, West Dallas, where all the blacks are. Development is really, so it's real old. It's real old. But when have you ever seen America, put their interest in boys 5 to 17? Hell, the younger men, 18 to 25. The older men, 25 to 35. Those are the prime years. You go up to 40. You can turn your life around in 40. When have you ever seen America push masculine values? They don't want that because this is the next generation of weak ass little men, and they're easily dominated. Because real men, most men, real men have that. It's an innate, it's part of our nature to resist. It's part of our nature to lead. It's part of our nature to analyze. That's why the women need us, because we're going to put everything in perspective before we calculate and execute. That's just what it is. We're going to put everything in perspective. It's in our nature to resist opposition. It's in our nature to fight back. They're taking the fight out of the young boys. They're taking the fight out the men. Make sure they poor, make sure they dumb. We're going to even go to the point to make sure the men are poor, make sure they're uneducated, and make sure they locked up. They're building more prisons. That's where all the men are going. All the men dead in prison, financially destitute, and they're uneducated. How can a woman follow that? How can American women follow their American men if they have all of these things plaguing their life? This country do not invest in men. Because if enough men are strong enough and stick together, a lot of this shit won't be happening. A lot of the black men, I don't know about the white, shout out white folk, shout out Indian folk, shout out other cultures, non-black cultures. Listen, we leaving the church. We're starting to leave politics too. Are white folks leaving? Let me write this real quick. I don't think y'all leaving. Are non-black men leaving their church? Make sure I typo. Are non-black men? Ooh, good thing I double checked. Are y'all leaving? We leaving. We sick of these goddamn pastors. We are sick of these niggas lying to our women. We sick of these niggas turning God's house into a damn club. Yes. Am I perfect? No. Do I listen to music I shouldn't be listening to sometimes? Yes, I love, But when I'm at church, I'm at church. When I'm at church, I'm at church. This is holy land. It's supposed to be holy land. The men are leaving. We're tired of these niggas robbing. They robbing us in the church. They robbing us in politics. Everywhere you go, you're getting robbed. When you go to your job, you're getting robbed. Do you know? Have you ever thought about this? You probably have. Your check gets hit 6 times before you even get your net pay. You have your gross pay, say you get 1,000. Your check is hit 6 times. Federal taxes. Now, we don't pay state taxes as employees, but let's say California, New York, they pay state taxes. Say you live in California. Federal tax, state tax, SSI, Medicare, Medicaid. What's the other one? What's the 6th one? There's another one. Let's say five. But a lot of men, child support. Your check is already hit 6 times before you even get your net pay. And then all that goes to bill, and then you have to wait another week. Hopefully you have something saved. Hopefully you're able to put something back that will last you into the next paycheck. Oh, I did it, fam. I said, damn this, I'm an entrepreneur. I've been like this since I was 13. I just didn't understand that I was an entrepreneur because there's nothing wrong with working for companies. Let me just make that clear. There's nothing wrong for working for companies. But a lot of these companies work with the politicians. The market is set. When you go into work, what I'm saying is when you go to work, it's to make your employer rich, not you. Cool. Can the American people just get a ways to where we can pay our rent and have a little bit of money saved? Most people have enough sense to know that when you go to work, you're not going to get rich. We know that, but can we have enough money so we can go to a better, grocery store? A lot of people don't want to go to Walmart, but a lot of people go to Walmart because that's all they can afford. That's all. But I'm gonna tell you the truth. Walmart's kind of expensive because I went to Kroger. Kroger give deals, Winco give deals, and even Tom Thumb they give deals. But what I'm saying is, most people know you're not going to get rich in the corporation unless you move up. Manager, store manager, upper management. You become a vice president. You got to put a lot of years in. Cool. You set, your family set. You've been investing in your 401k. While you were working, you were buying up homes, getting yourself ready. That's cool. Working for somebody is good if you're going to do it that way. But just to work, you're not going to make it in America. You're not going to make it in America. There's no investment in the men. Eric Adams does not care about the men in New York. This heifer, Fani Willis, does not care about the people in Georgia. She was the one that tried to lock up. Let me see that. Yeah, she was the one that tried to lock up. No, she got Young Thug locked up. She locking up Donald Trump for the election. She locking up Young Thug, YSL. Yeah, she was over that case. She locking everybody up. Meanwhile, she's spending taxpayers' money to go on trips to get her back blown out by this special prosecutor. And this special prosecutor that she hired, she was sleeping with him and he was married. And then she runs back to the church. The audacity of this broad to run back to the church. The weapons may be, how did she mess up the verse so bad? The weapon shouldn't be formed. No weapon formed should be prosper against me. Like, y'all know what I'm saying? She messed it up so bad. Yeah. She ran back to the church talking about no weapon formed should prosper against me. Yeah, no weapon formed should prosper. No weapon formed should prosper. Whoo! We in some mess right here. We are in some mess. They got me all hot and bothered. They got me all hot and bothered. No weapon formed should prosper against me. There's no investment in men. There's no investment in America. But we're going to end this on a positive note. Y'all stick together. That's why I'm so glad YouTube exists, because we're able to express ourselves and analyze things, and we're able to analyze, see what's going on in the world so we can move accordingly. Woo, the revolution feel good. Revolution got me hot. Revolution got me hot up in here. The resist got me hot. Resist and make me feel good to myself. I love to resist. I'm like being told what to do. Leave me alone, nigga. Gotta listen to you, nigga. All the stuff y'all doing, y'all want to throw me under the bus? Y'all think y'all can do this to me? Oh, I'm gonna burn this motherfucker down. Burn it down. Burn it down. But y'all flood my comments. What do y'all think about Fani Willis and Eric Adams? Two of the most corrupt. They should get married. Fani Willis and Eric Adams should get married because their love for corruption is unparalleled. They should get married, and on her wedding band, on the inside, it should say corrupt, and in his wedding band, it should say to the core. Her wedding band, corrupt. His wedding band, to the core. They should lip lock because she'll give. I believe Fani Willis will give Eric Adams some booty. I believe Fani Willis would give Eric Adams some booty for the right price. Hell, probably for a low price. Probably for the low. She said she liked vodka. Hey, Eric Adams, go get your old lady some vodka. Blow her back out because you two niggas are made for each other. 250, capital G. I'm gone.